either the group of people who are extremely nostalgic that Karizma is back, or you belong to the group who has no idea what the fuss is all about because you've grown with Java, Royal Enfields, KTMs and do not understand why Karizma is so iconic. Sadly and kind of embarrassingly, I have to accept that this is my first time seeing a Karizma in flesh, and I get what is riling everybody up. My name is Arshra, you're watching ET Auto, and let's get this show on the road. First things first, Karizma was a good looking bike then, Karizma is a good looking bike now. It gets a lot of features, a lot of elements, a lot of sportiness that makes it look very sporty, and it manages to turn heads even after being in the market or being in the industry for 20 years. Starting with, we get intelligent projector headlamps. Now why is it intelligent? Because just like automatic headlamps that open when they detect darkness or night, this one does the same. Further, it gets LED DRLs and a 3D Hero logo right up front. The fairing is layered, which gives it a more bulkier look and makes you feel that the bike is bigger or heavier than it actually is. Weight is at 163 kgs and the seat height is 810, but we'll get to that later. Then there is the Karizma logo right here, the XMR etched on the body of the bike. It gets a split seat mechanism, the handlebar is nice and sturdy. The tail lights are actually quite funky because they extend it to the end. It also gets LED indicators, and what is very important for Karizma is that it gets dual channel ABS. Apart from that, it gets 100 by 80 size tires at the front and 140 by 70 size tires at the rear. The entire motorcycle gets a trellis frame. It gets alloy wheels and pedal discs at the front and at the rear. You have to give it up to Hero for offering all of this in one single variant. Yes, the Hero Karizma is now offered in just one single fully loaded variant and 3 color options: yellow, red and black. 300mm at the front and 230mm at the rear. While the new Karizma is filled to the brim with features, it does get a little apprehensive in terms of usability. For example, the screen, which looks like a TFT but is a digital instrument cluster, is a bit small when you are riding and want to see what current or exact RPM you are on. So in direct sunlight or very harsh sunlight, you would feel that you're not able to see the display properly. Second is that although I do appreciate the styling of these rear view mirrors, they do hinder with the usability a little bit. We are used to circular or more rectangular rear view mirrors that give you a very proper view of the traffic behind. But these, although look very nice, affect the usability a little bit. And although they are giving a very new and segment first feature of adjustable windscreen, this is actually the maximum height it is at. Press the button, which is a bit hard to press, and it goes down. As intimidating as it looks, the Karizma is fairly easy to maneuver. At 163.5, it's not the lightest bike out of its competition, but with a seat height of 810mm, it is fairly manageable for short riders like me. I am 5'4" and see, I am quite tiptoeing. I have to, in order to flat foot, I have to position my body to the side, and then only I can be very comfortable and at home at this bike. But what it loses in ergonomics, probably because of this huge fairing, it gains in maneuverability. Now since, as we compare it to the R15, which has a very heavy fairing and turning is a bit tricky, here turning is a bit tricky for another reasons, but it's not because of the fairing, it's because the handlebar is positioned and functions in a way that I cannot point my nose where I want to go very accurately. At 25.5 PS of power, the power delivery is quite linear, although it loves to downshift a lot. Upshifting is quick and it goes in an instant from 0 to 60 is very fast. After it reaches 100, you do feel that the bike is losing its grip on the tarmac a little bit and it gets very light. But it is a very rev happy engine because this 25.5 PS of power is attained at 9250 RPM. So yes, it revs up very nicely, very fast and very aggressively. While being mated to a 6-speed gearbox, the shifts are quite smooth. What is going to benefit Hero for the Karizma is its fuel efficiency. Now it is being claimed around 40 kilometers per liter. So if your entry sports bike segment is giving you 40 kilometers per liter, it is going to attract a lot of buyers. In terms of suspension now, the front is a bit stiff and the rear is 6-way adjustable, so you can adjust it according to your preference. Since this is not made for an off-road capability and will not be taken into very rough terrains, now in the end what matters is that Hero has positioned the Karizma XMR in such an aggressive way that at a price of rupees 1.72 lakhs, it is competing with the established ones. It is cheaper than two of its rivals which have a stronghold in the industry right now. But what is going to probably harm Karizma is the fact that they do not have separate dealerships for its premium and its general products like the Splendor. So it actually needs to sell this vehicle as a premium vehicle in the showrooms. How they are going to do that is the question of the hour. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do let us know in the comment section which one of its competitions would you pick or which one is your favorite. And thank you for watching the YouTube channel.